Hello, everyone. We are here with the one and only, the NACT sign up registration. I'm G the Ico. I'm here and I'm gonna, explain to you guys in a little bit of detail on how to sign up for the NACT spring season. And if you guys didn't already know, there's a really nice roadmap right here. You just take a look at it, and I mean, it's going to be perfect for you. Lots of questions. You can definitely hit us up at the end. That'll be where all the questions are answered. But without further ado, let's jump into this PowerPoint that I have for you guys. So everybody should know 2023 NACT Spring Grind Beyond, Reach Beyond. It's going to be amazing. And again, this is going to be our schedule today. So today I'm going to be talking about how to register, where to register at, player requirements, team requirements, how to contact us, and of course at the very end we'll be going over some Q&As. This would be the time that you guys get to essentially ask me questions. Of course, there's going to be other mods in the chat to kind of give you give you answers to the questions that you need as well, if I'm not able to answer them right then and there. So, how to register for the 2023 NACT Spring. So the biggest thing, definitely you got to start at start.gg/NACT 2023. And this is where everything begins. It's where your journey begins. And it's easy. All you got to do is hit that join now button. And it's going to go through, account creations. And of course, there's going to be rules 100% on that front screen. Almost all of your questions probably can be answered by just reading the rules and looking at that very first screen before you even hit the join now. It's really informative. There's enough information there to answer all of your needs. As well, don't forget to join the official MLBB North American Discord. Of course, we'll have that. It should just be, you can literally just go to Discord and type in MLBB NA into the join a server. There's no special codes, nothing like that. It's just MLBBNA, and you'll join the Discord right away. So, how to register for, again, this is just a continuing on to what we were talking about. When you get into here and you're doing your account register, you can see my name up there. G the Ico loves the NACT, and you essentially just gotta follow the information. You want to put in your gamer tag. Make sure it's your in-game name. It has to be what you want to be called and what your actual in-game name is right here. So make it your real gamer tag. Don't get crazy with it. Just utilize what and who you are. You just got to be recognized. Your name is your milestone. It is your foundation of who you are. Make sure you have it right. Again, there's going to be a venue, a selected event. Make sure you click it. You can kind of see it circled in the red there. It's right underneath the free. The background of the site is quite white, so you definitely have to really look for that checkmark box. And there's going to be a few of them, so don't miss them, because this isn't the only one you're going to run into. Next, so team captains. This is going to be kind of for you. Your team members are going to skip this step because you're going to be sending them something to join in. But at this step, you want to create your team. Make sure you're putting the team name that you're registering with. No crazy symbols, nothing like that. Just make it what you have and that you want to register with, essentially. Just do that. And if you're a player, this is what I was saying, you just want to hit skip now. You're not going to be worrying about creating a new team. Your team captain is going to send you an invite link, and then that's where you will get access to be joining your team for the NACT. From here, This is all of your personal information. Make sure all your information is correct. This is going to be what we use to reach out to you guys. This is especially the captains. It's going to allow us to proceed with the NACT smoothly. And of course, the information has to be right. There's no exceptions. Wrong information that you put in here can cause disqualifications to your whole team. So this is the point again that you want to make sure that all of your information that you are typing in is correct and current. No exceptions. Join our Discord. I mean, this is simple. During the sign up process, there's going to be a link right there. You can kind of see it. Like I said, it's just MLBBNA. And you're going to have to join the Discord for it to even allow you to continue at registration. It's going to cross-check that your Discord account is inside the MLBBNA Discord. That's one of the biggest requirements. So make sure that your Discord is connected, your Discord ID matches, and of course, what game server you play. And again, this is going to be going at your in-game name in MLBB. Make sure it is the same name, same format, everything as your in-game name and in Mobile Legends. Of course, down here, it's going to have you connect your Discord to the start.dg website so it can cross-verify all of the information. And once again, no exceptions. You have to have all of this information correct. Of course, there's always going to be times that you can edit this information, but I just do it right the first time and you won't have any problems. You won't have any problems with the staff of the NACT, Moonton, anybody. Just make sure it is current and correct. Team sign up status. So when you get into the website here, your captain's already created it. The team's they're there. If it says in the top right hand corner that your team is incomplete, it's bad. That means that you don't have the 5 required people to proceed into the event. This means you're technically not registered for the NACT yet. This is again bad. And of course, we're going to go over how to essentially invite your teammates correctly. But if you see that in the top right hand corner, I can't emphasize it enough that you are not registered for the NACT yet. Now, this is how you're gonna invite your team members. This is mainly for team captains. You have to have 5 active players in the roster for you to be completely registered for the NACT. Make sure you send out the invites. On the right hand side, you'll see a pretty sizable blue invite member. You can see it circled in red as well. This is where you'll click that and a link will pop up so that you can send this to all of your other teammates. As you can see us in the lineup here, we got foreign famous boy, G the Ico, Bad Cat, and then Moonton. That's not a complete roster. We still need one more person. This to show you. If you see up in that top left-hand corner, your roster is incomplete, you have a problem, you need to invite your last member and make sure you do it in a timely manner. Pretty easy. After this is kind of the link that I was kind of telling you about. So that about, not in the top right-hand corner, but close, you can see the blue invite a member. When you click that, you're going to be sent here. You don't want to click invite user and search for their name. Give them the invite link. That will send them to be able to set up their account, and then it will directly invite them into your roster. So just do it that way. It's the correct way, and we have tested this method. So now, as you can see, our roster, we were able to get the roster complete. 5 out of 5 players are there. You can see the green check mark. Your roster is complete. that means you did it A-OK. You are registered for the NACT. Now, you do have an option of 2 alternates. Of course, it's always been like that, and you can invite them as well, but they do not make up your main lineup. You have to have 5 people in your main lineup for you to be completely registered for the NACT. And then, as we were seeing earlier, where the bad was, and it said we weren't registered, we are now registered. If you do up there in the top where it says view event, if there's no red letters, nothing that's like, oh, you know, like you need to do this now, you're registered. You're good to go, and we'll see you on the battlefield. Now, you can make changes to your roster. The deadline is 02/28 of 23 at 11:59 p.m. EST. You have till then to complete any changes, anything that you have to do to the roster. That's your deadline. Mark it down, put it on a sticky note. Just make sure you know that date and time. Now, this is, I was kind of saying this a little bit earlier. You can add 2 extra people to your roster. That being, you could have 1 substitute and 1 coach or manager. And of course, you're able to edit your team and edit your own information directly from here. It really just manages the role behind who is there. So if you see it where that the right red circle, you can edit and switch the person from a captain to a player to a coach, a manager, and of course an alternate. So anytime you have to do that, you can also remove players off of your squad or your roster by just hitting that remove button as well. All right, this is the player requirements. These are the rules you guys have to follow, and there's just no exceptions. You have to follow these rules. You have to be 16 years or older, United States and Canadian residents only, standing U.S. or Canadian citizen with a valid passport, have to have a valid United States visa. So you have to have either one. You have to be standing U.S. or Canadian citizen, not a Canadian resident. There's 2 different things when you're dealing with a Canadian resident or a Canadian citizen. A citizen, you just have to have a valid passport. If you're a Canadian resident, you have to have a valid United States visa. And I cannot strain this enough. You have to know the difference. These are big requirements, and if you're not following these, it can lead to some consequences. Of course, you have to be available for all online dates and offline tournament dates. Schedules can be found on the NACT website. Kind of goes back to where we were just talking in the early stage. Start.gg/NACT 2023 will get you all of these rules and regulations as well. And you just got to make sure to watch out if you're a Canadian resident or a Canadian citizen. You have to be able to make it to the United States, and I can't stress that enough. So again, continuing our player requirements, the player is only allowed to play for 1 team, legend rank and above is what you have to be ranked right now. This is a huge part right here. Be respectful, be professional, and be responsible. That's what you need to live by if you're wanting to be anything done with esports. Make sure you follow the rules, be respectful, be professional, and of course be responsible. We all want this to go smoothly, and the way to do that is to follow those 3 things. And of course, if you're a captain, player, if anybody is from the official Moonton NACT, if we're reaching out to you, please get back to us in a timely manner, because we're reaching out to you for a good reason. And another thing is that you just, at some point, if you're making it pretty far into the NACT, you're going to be required to show us documents. These documents have to be current. They have to be correct. Please don't lie, because lying doesn't get you anywhere. It can cause the team or the player to be DQ'd. So don't get disqualified. Don't lie. Be respectful. Again, we're continuing our team requirements here. Team captains must be easy to reach and responsive on Discord. Kind of builds off to what I was just saying. Make sure you're responsive. If we're contacting you for good reasons. And of course, here's the roster requirements. You have to have 5 main players, 1 substitute, 1 coach or manager. The 5 main players are the only requirement. It's optional to have 1 substitute, and it's optional to have a coach or a manager. We always recommend that you have those things, but they are optional. Now, team requirements. Teams are required to provide their own logo, shirt, jersey, social media accounts if needed. You're required to handle your own situations. It's your team, and we love to see you guys grow. Teams are not allowed to be sponsored by businesses involving casino, drugs, alcohol, tobacco, etc. And of course, you can go back to start.gg and see what the complete rules and regulations are for the NACT, as well as they're posted in the Mobile Legends Discord as well. So 100% join that Discord, and of course you'll be able to see all of that stuff there. And now we move on to if any of you guys in the chat have any questions, let me know. I'll be here for about the next 5 minutes to answer any questions. And of course, I always recommend, I'm G the Ico, of course. I'll be here. I'm active in the community. I have my own YouTube channel. You can always come by and ask me questions on there. And yeah, there's a lot here, but I'm looking at the chat right now, so if you have any questions, let me know. How much was the prize pool for the last NACT? How about I just tell you that this NACT's prize pool is bigger than last. Is the NACT only online? They're on the start.gg. There is 1 day for an offline venue, yes. Instead of a manager, can we have 2 subs? I think I would recommend checking the rules, but I'm pretty sure it's either 1 sub, 1 manager, or coach. It's the only thing that you can fit in that in that registration area. There's only 2. I recommend. I think you can only have 1 sub. Yeah, you can always find the rules though on our Discord. If the team doesn't have a logo, doesn't mean they will be rejected. I'm gonna say no, but I highly recommend you get a logo. It's pretty easy to make a logo, even if your logo's an emoji. Just get something. Just like Assassin Dave said in the chat. Again, if there's other questions or anything like that, you can always go to the Discord and submit a ticket for those questions to be answered as well, just in case your answers don't get picked here. Faith? Someone's asking a big question, apparently. He said Faith. Could you? Oh, I'm not even gonna answer that question. I'm gonna say you cannot use Dave's face as a team logo. Again, I like to stress that if you have any questions that are a little bit deeper than normal, the Discord has a ticket system. You can ask questions. It comes to all of us mods, and we'll be looking at that information. Of course, again, like I said, another great area to check rules and regulations, which handles pretty much all of the frequently asked questions. You can go to the star.gg/NACT 2023 and essentially pretty much answers all your questions. I've seen a lot of questions pop up in the Discord, and there's a lot of good frequent asked questions that are already posted there as well in the FAQ area. I highly recommend you to look at that. Look at that first. If you don't see your question answered there, submit a ticket, and of course, one of the mods will get to you. We need some questions about the NACT, not what I like. No. Football teams. You guys are silly. My video game developer, no. I am G the Ico. I've been in previous NACTs as an esports caster. I have also went in person to watch M4. I was there the full I was there, man, what was it, like 18 19 days. So I've been around. All of the anybody that you put on the roster has to be able to travel. Really, to be honest, the first 5 are required, absolutely required, no exception. I would just focus on those 5. If your coach or something can't make it, I don't think it's going to be a big problem, other than it's going to hurt you. But you're good. You're good. Only the top 64 teams will qualify, right? So this NACT is done a little bit different. I highly recommend going to start.gg/NACT if you haven't looked at it, because it tells you all about the brackets. There's qualifiers. You got the regular season, which is going to last for quite a while, to be honest. You have the playoff and then the grand finals. I will say that this NACT is a little bit different than the last NACT, so look forward to it. Look forward to it. You can see all of the brackets and the lineups. It's definitely not the same as the last NACT. Ice in here. Travel to where? I recommend waiting for like an official announcement on where any of the venues are gonna be, or if there's multiple venues. There'll be an official announcement to let you know where everything's gonna be. Tice Mobile. Oh my gosh, this dude's jumping accounts. Looking for questions, guys. Do I think Zosk is a good pick for the NACT? You're funny. Again, if you have any questions, I highly recommend, and I'm going to always recommend, join the North American MLBB Discord channel. It's easy. all you have to do is go to the bottom left hand corner, click join channel, type in MLBBNA, and it will literally, that's the invite link. You don't need any special characters, anything like that. It's also on the start.gg website as well, so definitely go take a look at that. But without further ado, I think a lot of the questions have been asked. I would definitely highly recommend checking out those areas. And there's a lot of good frequent asked questions. Join the Discord, submit a ticket if you'd like to see your questions answered as well. All of us are there. Yeah. Without further ado, I'm going to show you guys the last slide here with all the contact information. This is what I was saying. The NACT. Join the Discord, man. Again, all you have to do is MLBBNA. Easy. If you have any other questions, feel free to submit a ticket in the NACT official Discord. Our staff will answer to you within 48 hours. And again, thank you guys. Thanks for showing up. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm G the Ico. I've been around a lot of Mobile Legends esports for a while now. I do have my own YouTube channel where I stream regularly. Feel free to come stop by, ask me any questions there. I'm an open book. Of course, I'm always active in the NACT Discord as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. See you guys.